Final warning. God says, someone is watching your house right now. Something very shocking could happen tonight if you ignore this urgent message. Listen closely, because this moment carries weight that cannot be delayed or ignored. And if you turn away now, you may miss a protection that was meant to cover your life at this very hour. What you are hearing is not about fear, but about awareness, and it speaks of a spiritual reality that surrounds you even when your eyes cannot see it. When I say someone is watching your house, I am revealing that unseen forces, both good and harmful, observe the choices, the atmosphere, and the condition of your heart and your space. There is movement around you tonight, and your attention must rise so that what is meant for harm does not find an open door. This is the moment to stay with these words, because within them is guidance that can guard your peace and secure your path. Type Amen if you believe. There are times when the world feels ordinary, yet the spiritual realm is active in ways that can shape outcomes before they appear in the physical. Tonight carries such a weight, and that is why this warning comes with urgency wrapped in care. What could happen is not meant to destroy you, but it could shake you if you remain unaware and unguarded in spirit. I speak not to frighten you, but to awaken you, because awareness is the beginning of protection, and faith is the shield that stands between you and what tries to enter your life. You are not alone in this moment, and you are not without defense, because I stand near those who listen and respond. Pause for a moment and feel the seriousness of this call, because what you do in the next hours matters more than you realize. If these words are reaching you right now, it is not by accident but by design, because your life carries value that must be protected. Show your agreement with this truth, and gently press like on this video as a sign that you receive this covering over your life today. Let that simple action become a declaration that you are choosing awareness over distraction and faith over fear. Your response may seem small, but it aligns your heart with what I am doing for you right now. The presence around your house is not always physical in the way you imagine, but it is real in influence and intention. Some forces seek to observe weakness, to find openings where fear, doubt, or negativity have settled, and they attempt to grow stronger through those cracks. This is why I am calling you to attention, because when your spirit stands alert, those openings begin to close. You have authority in your life that you have not fully used, and tonight is a moment to step into it with confidence and calm strength. Nothing that is not permitted can overcome you when you stand in awareness and trust. Type 777 to receive blessings. There is something about this night that requires stillness in your spirit and clarity in your thoughts. The shocking moment that could unfold is not a random event, but a result of energies and choices that have been building quietly over time. When you become aware, you interrupt that pattern and shift the outcome toward peace instead of disruption. I am guiding you away from harm and toward a path where protection surrounds your home like an unseen wall. Even now, as you listen, that covering begins to strengthen because you are choosing to receive it. Do not let your mind run toward fear, because fear weakens the very protection I am placing over you. Instead, let your thoughts settle into trust, knowing that you are seen, known, and guarded. Speak peace into your home, even if it feels quiet or empty, because your words carry power that shapes the atmosphere around you. When you bring light into your space through faith, darkness loses its place and must retreat. This is how you take control of what tries to approach you tonight. There are moments when I whisper gently, and there are moments when I speak firmly so that you will not miss what matters most. This is one of those firm moments, filled with care but also urgency, because delay could cost you peace that was meant to remain with you. You are not being warned because you are weak, but because you are valuable and worth protecting at every level. I see what others cannot see, and I act in ways that keep you from paths that would bring unnecessary pain. Trust that this warning is an act of love, not fear. Look around your space with new awareness, not with suspicion, but with calm attention to what you allow into your environment. The energy of your home reflects what you carry inside, and tonight is a chance to cleanse it through faith and intention. Let go of anything that fills your heart with heaviness, because it does not belong in the place where you rest and find peace. Replace it with thoughts of strength, safety, and quiet confidence in my presence with you. As you do this, the atmosphere shifts in ways you may not see immediately but will feel deeply. I am not distant from you in this moment, and I am not speaking without action. Even now, protection is being set in place because you are listening and responding. What was meant to approach you with disruption will find resistance instead, and what could have shaken you will pass without taking hold. This is not a moment to panic or imagine danger in every shadow, but a moment to become aware of the spiritual movement that tries to influence what you feel and how you respond. When you become aware, you begin to rise above what once felt overwhelming. Your awareness tonight is your shield, and your calm faith is your strength. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are patterns that try to repeat themselves in your life, moments where tension rises without clear reason or where your peace feels suddenly disturbed. These patterns are not random, and they often attempt to return at times when you are least prepared or most distracted. Tonight is one of those moments where something tried to align against you, but this warning has interrupted that path. You are being guided to stand differently, to respond with awareness instead of confusion. When you choose awareness, you step out of the pattern and into protection. Type 555 to declare protection. Do not ignore the small signals around you, the shifts in your thoughts, the sudden feelings that seem out of place, or the quiet sense that something is trying to pull your focus away from peace. These are not meant to control you, but to alert you so that you can respond with clarity. I am guiding you to notice these signs without becoming consumed by them. When you recognize them, you take away their power and replace it with calm understanding. This is how you maintain control over your space and your spirit. Your home is more than walls and a roof. It is a place where your energy settles and where your spirit rests. What you allow into that space shapes how you feel and how you move through your life. Tonight is a moment to strengthen that space, not through fear, but through intention and faith. Speak peace into your rooms, even if it feels simple or quiet, because your voice carries authority. When you speak with trust, you reinforce the protection that surrounds you. There is something trying to observe, not always with physical eyes, but with intention that seeks opportunity. It looks for moments of doubt, hesitation, or distraction, hoping to find a way to disturb your peace. But what it does not expect is your awareness rising in this very moment. You are not as vulnerable as it assumes, because you are being guided and protected. When you stand in that truth, nothing that watches you can truly harm you. The night often carries a deeper stillness, and within that stillness, thoughts can grow stronger if they are not guided. That is why I am speaking to you now, to guide your thoughts towards strength instead of fear. Let your mind settle into calm assurance, knowing that you are not alone and that you are being watched over in a way that brings safety, not harm. When your thoughts remain steady, your spirit remains unshaken. This is how you move through the night with confidence instead of anxiety. Type 888 if you trust God's protection. There are moments when you feel like something is off, even if you cannot explain it, and those moments are not meant to confuse you. They are meant to awaken your awareness so that you can respond with clarity and strength. Tonight is one of those moments, and you are being called to stand in your awareness fully. Do not dismiss what you feel, but do not let it control you either. Balance your awareness with trust, and you will remain steady. I am placing a covering over your life that goes beyond what you can see or measure. This covering moves with you, surrounds your home, and stands between you and anything that tries to disrupt your peace. It is not something fragile or temporary, but something steady and strong. As you remain aware and grounded, this covering becomes even more effective in your life. You are not exposed, and you are not alone in this moment. What could have become shocking tonight is being redirected because you are listening and responding. The path that once led toward disruption is now shifting toward peace, and that shift is happening because of your awareness. You are participating in your own protection simply by staying present and receiving these words. This is how your life is guarded in ways you may not always notice. What you do in moments like this matters more than you realize. Keep your environment calm and free from unnecessary noise or distraction, because clarity thrives in stillness. When your surroundings are peaceful, your thoughts become clearer and your awareness sharpens. This is not about isolation, but about creating a space where you can remain grounded and steady. In that space, you will feel the strength of the protection around you. It will not feel heavy or overwhelming, but calm and steady. There is no need to search for danger or to let your imagination create fear, because fear weakens the clarity I am giving you. Instead, remain present, aware, and calm, knowing that everything you need to stay protected is already being placed around you. Your role is not to fight, but to remain aware and aligned with what I am doing. When you stay in that alignment, nothing can move against you without being stopped. This is the power of awareness combined with faith. The quiet around you is not empty, and the stillness you feel carries meaning that reaches deeper than what your eyes can see. There are moments when the unseen presses closer, not to overpower you, but to test whether you will remain grounded in truth or drift into uncertainty. Tonight is one of those moments where your awareness becomes the line between peace and disturbance. You are being called to stand in that awareness with calm strength, not reacting in fear, but responding with clarity. When you hold that position, nothing that tries to approach you will find a place to settle. There are influences that move silently, seeking moments where your guard lowers and your focus weakens. These influences do not always come with noise or obvious signs, but they work through subtle shifts in your thoughts and emotions. That is why I am guiding you to stay steady, because your steadiness disrupts what tries to take advantage of distraction. You are stronger than what surrounds you when your mind remains anchored in truth. This is how you maintain control without force or struggle. Type yes to affirm your faith. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You may feel a slight tension in the air, a quiet sense that something is trying to pull your attention away from peace. This feeling is not meant to confuse you, but to remind you to stay present and aware. When you acknowledge it without fear, you remove its ability to grow stronger. I am teaching you to recognize these moments without letting them define your experience. Awareness without fear becomes your greatest protection. Your home carries your energy, your thoughts, and your spirit, and what you cultivate inside it shapes what can enter. Tonight is a time to strengthen that space with intention, to fill it with calm and quiet confidence. Let your breathing slow, let your thoughts settle, and let your spirit remain steady. When your inner state becomes calm, the outer environment aligns with that calmness. This is how you maintain control over what surrounds you. There is something that attempted to move closer, something that observed and waited for a moment of weakness or distraction. But your awareness has shifted that moment, and what once seemed possible is now losing its place. You are not standing alone in this, because I am actively guarding what belongs to you. The protection around you is not fragile, and it does not depend on fear to exist. It grows stronger when you remain calm and aware. Type 333 to claim peace. There are times when your thoughts may try to wander, creating scenarios that are not real or magnifying what does not need to be magnified. Do not follow those thoughts, because they lead you away from the clarity you need. Instead, bring your focus back to the present moment, where your strength truly exists. The present is where your awareness is active and where your protection is strongest. Stay there, and you will remain unshaken. I am guiding you to trust the quiet strength within you, the part of you that does not react impulsively but stands firm in calm understanding. This strength is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and unmovable. When you rely on it, you create a space where nothing can disturb your peace. This is the strength I have placed within you, and it is more powerful than you realize. Tonight is a moment to recognize and use it. What could have unfolded as something shocking is now being held back, redirected by your awareness and your willingness to listen. The path that once seemed uncertain is becoming clear, and the tension that tried to build is beginning to dissolve. This is not by chance, but by alignment with what I am guiding you through. You are participating in your own protection simply by staying present. That presence is enough to shift outcomes in ways you cannot always see. Do not let doubt enter your mind, because doubt weakens the clarity you are building. Instead, let your thoughts remain firm in trust, knowing that you are being guided step by step. Even if you do not see everything clearly, you can feel the steadiness that surrounds you. That steadiness is not temporary, and it is not fragile. It is a reflection of the protection being placed over your life. The night will continue, but it will not carry the disruption that once tried to form. What has been interrupted will not return in the same way, because the moment of awareness has already changed its course. You are moving through this time with strength, even if it feels quiet and subtle. Trust that what is happening is working in your favor. Nothing is being left unattended. There is a calm settling over your space, a quiet reassurance that replaces the tension that once tried to rise. This calm is not empty, but filled with presence and protection. As you remain aware, this calm will deepen and become more noticeable. It will carry you through the night without disturbance. This is the peace that was always meant to remain with you. You may not see it with your eyes, but you can feel it in the way your thoughts are becoming clearer and your breathing more even. This is how protection begins to reveal itself, not through noise or force, but through calm certainty. Stay within this calm because it is guiding you into a place where nothing can disturb you. There are moments when unseen forces wait patiently, hoping for distraction, hoping for a moment where your focus slips and your guard lowers. Tonight was meant to be one of those moments, but your awareness has interrupted that pattern. What was waiting no longer finds the same opportunity because you are no longer moving without awareness. You are standing in a place of clarity that changes the outcome entirely. This is the power of being present and grounded in truth. Type 999 to declare divine covering. Do not underestimate the quiet strength that is rising within you right now, because it is not something ordinary. It is the strength that allows you to remain unshaken even when the environment around you tries to shift. This strength does not come from fear or reaction, but from trust and awareness combined. When you hold on to this, nothing can catch you off guard. You become steady in a way that prevents disruption from taking hold. There is a reason this moment feels different, even if you cannot fully explain it. Something that once carried tension is dissolving, and something that once felt uncertain is becoming clear. This is not your imagination, but a real shift that is happening because you are aligned with what is protecting you. When you align with this awareness, you begin to see how your presence alone can change what surrounds you. You are not passive in this. You are actively shaping the outcome through your awareness. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Your home is becoming a place of stronger protection, not because of physical changes, but because of the spiritual atmosphere you are creating. Every calm thought, every moment of awareness, and every decision to remain steady strengthens that atmosphere. What once tried to approach now finds resistance that it cannot overcome. This resistance is not loud or visible, but it is firm and unmovable. It stands as a boundary that cannot be crossed. Type 444 if you feel God near you. There are times when your mind may try to question what you are experiencing, trying to bring doubt into a moment that requires trust. Do not follow those thoughts, because they are not aligned with the clarity you are building. Instead, remain focused on what you feel in this moment: the calm, the steadiness, and the quiet strength. These are the signs that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust them without hesitation. What could have unfolded as something shocking has now been fully redirected, and the path ahead is becoming stable again. This is not something you caused through effort alone, but something that is happening because you are responding with awareness. You are allowing protection to take its place instead of resisting it with fear. That choice makes all the difference in how this night unfolds. You are moving into a space where peace remains intact. The presence that once observed now finds no entry point, because your awareness has closed the openings it was waiting for. This is how unseen influence loses its power, not through force, but through awareness and steadiness. You have shifted the balance simply by being present and grounded. That shift is enough to change what could have happened. This is the quiet power you carry within you. Do not allow your focus to drift now, because maintaining this awareness keeps everything aligned. It does not require effort or strain, only your attention and your willingness to remain calm. The more you stay in this state, the stronger the protection around you becomes. It begins to feel natural, like a steady presence that does not leave. This is how you move forward without disruption. The night is no longer carrying the same weight it once did, because the moment of awareness has already changed its direction. What tried to build has been interrupted, and what could have taken shape has been dissolved. You are now moving through a different path, one that is guided and protected. This path does not lead to shock or disturbance, but to quiet peace. Stay within it, and you will remain secure. There is a quiet reassurance settling deeper within you, a sense that everything is under control even if you do not see every detail. This reassurance is not false or temporary, but grounded in the protection that surrounds you. Let it guide your thoughts and your actions as the night continues. When you trust this reassurance, you move without fear and without hesitation. This is the state where nothing can disturb you. You are not the same as you were at the beginning of this moment, because your awareness has grown and your strength has become clearer. What you have learned here will remain with you, guiding you beyond this night into future moments. What once felt uncertain is now settling into clarity, and what once felt tense is being replaced by calm assurance. You are stepping into a space where your presence carries weight, and where your awareness keeps everything aligned. This is not something that will disappear with the night, but something that will remain with you. There are forces that once tried to observe and wait, hoping for a moment where your attention would drift and your focus would weaken. But that moment has passed, and the opportunity they sought no longer exists in the same way. You have changed the environment simply by becoming aware and staying grounded. This is how unseen influence loses its power, not through struggle, but through quiet strength. What cannot find a place to settle will eventually fade away. Type 666 to declare strength. Do not allow your thoughts to wander into doubt, because doubt creates openings that are no longer needed. Instead, let your mind remain steady and clear, holding on to the calm that has been established within you. This calm is not fragile, and it does not depend on perfect conditions to exist. It remains even when circumstances shift, because it is rooted in something deeper than what you see. When you stay connected to this calm, you remain protected without effort. There is a deeper understanding forming within you now, one that goes beyond this single moment and begins to shape how you see your surroundings. You are learning that awareness is not something to fear, but something that empowers you. It allows you to move with clarity instead of confusion, and with confidence instead of hesitation. This understanding will stay with you, guiding you in moments when awareness becomes necessary again. You are becoming stronger in ways that will continue to reveal themselves. Your home is now surrounded by a steadiness that was not fully present before, a quiet boundary that holds firm without needing to be seen. This boundary is not something that can be easily broken, because it is supported by your awareness and your trust. What once tried to approach has already been turned away, and it will not find the same opportunity again. This is how protection works when you remain aligned with it. It becomes a constant presence rather than a temporary shield. Type 111 if you feel protected. There is no need to search for signs of danger now, because what needed to be addressed has already been handled. Instead, allow yourself to rest in the calm that has been established. Let your breathing remain steady, and let your thoughts stay clear and focused. This is the state where your strength continues to grow without resistance. When you remain in this state, nothing can disrupt what has been secured. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150 million year old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The night will continue to move forward, but it will do so without the disturbance that once tried to form. What could have been a moment of shock has already been redirected, and the path you are on now leads to peace instead. This shift is not something you need to maintain through effort, but something that will remain as long as you stay aware. Your awareness is not a burden, but a quiet strength that keeps everything aligned. Trust it, and it will continue to guide you. There may be moments when you look back at this time and realize how close something came to unfolding in a different way. That realization will not bring fear, but understanding of how awareness changed the outcome. You will see that what seemed small in the moment carried great significance. This is how you begin to recognize the importance of staying present and grounded. What you do in quiet moments often shapes what happens in larger ones. The presence that once observed has now withdrawn, unable to find a place within the steadiness you have created. It no longer carries influence over your space or your thoughts. This withdrawal is not temporary, but a result of the shift that has taken place within you. You have moved into a position where you are no longer easily influenced by what tries to approach unseen. This is a level of strength that will continue to grow. Do not let this moment pass without acknowledging what has been established within you. You have stepped into a deeper awareness, one that will remain with you beyond this night. This awareness will guide you in moments where clarity is needed and where decisions carry weight. It will keep you steady when things around you try to shift. This is the beginning of a stronger version of yourself. The calm that surrounds you now is not empty, but filled with presence and quiet assurance. It carries a sense of safety that allows you to move without fear or hesitation. This safety is not something that depends on circumstances, but something that exists within you and around you at the same time. When you trust it, you move freely and confidently. This is the state you are being guided into. You are not the same as you were before this moment began, because something within you has changed. Your awareness has expanded, your strength has become clearer, and your presence has become more grounded. This is not a temporary feeling, but the result of awareness becoming part of who you are. What once required effort is now becoming natural, and what once felt uncertain is now becoming clear. You are stepping into a steadiness that will not fade with time. There was a moment earlier when something tried to align against you, something that hoped you would remain unaware so it could move unnoticed. That moment has passed, and the opportunity it carried no longer exists in the same way. Your awareness changed the course of what could have unfolded, and now the path ahead is stable and protected. This is how your life is guided in ways you may not always see, What matters is that you responded, and that response shifted everything. Type 1212 to affirm trust in God. Do not underestimate how powerful it is to remain calm when something tries to disturb your peace. Calmness is not weakness, it is control, and it is one of the strongest forms of protection you carry. When you remain calm, you prevent confusion from taking hold, and you keep your thoughts clear. This clarity allows you to move with confidence instead of reacting impulsively. It is through this calm strength that you maintain control over your space and your spirit. Your home has now become a place of reinforced peace, a space where what does not belong cannot remain. This shift did not happen through force, but through your awareness and your willingness to stay present. The energy within your space has changed, becoming more stable and grounded. What once tried to observe now finds no place to settle, and what once carried tension has been replaced by calm assurance. This is the environment you have created. Type 222 if you trust God. There is a quiet confidence growing within you, one that does not need to be spoken loudly to be felt. It is the confidence that comes from knowing you are protected, even when you cannot see every detail of what is happening around you. This confidence allows you to move forward without hesitation, trusting that everything is being handled. When you carry this confidence, you become unshakable in ways that are not easily understood by others. It is a strength that comes from within and extends outward. The night is moving forward, but it no longer carries the same weight it once did. What could have become a moment of shock has already been redirected, and the path you are on now leads toward peace. This shift is not something you need to maintain through effort, but something that will remain as long as you stay aware. Your awareness has already done what was needed, and now it continues to support you quietly. This is how protection works when it is fully established. There may be moments when you reflect on what has happened and begin to understand how close something came to unfolding differently. That realization will not bring fear but clarity, showing you how important your awareness was in that moment. You will see that what seemed small carried greater significance than you first realized. This understanding will stay with you, guiding you in future moments where awareness becomes necessary again. You are learning something valuable that will remain with you. The presence that once observed has now completely withdrawn, unable to remain in the environment you have created. It has no influence over your space, your thoughts, or your path. This withdrawal is not temporary, but a result of the strength you have established. You are no longer easily influenced by what tries to approach unseen. This is the level of stability you have stepped into. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not allow your focus to drift now, because maintaining this awareness ensures that everything remains aligned. It does not require effort, only your attention and your willingness to remain steady. The more you stay in this state, the more natural it becomes. It will begin to feel like a constant presence, something that does not leave you, even when you are not thinking about it. This is how you move forward without disruption. There is a deeper peace settling within you, one that goes beyond the surface and reaches into the core of who you are. This peace is not dependent on circumstances, and it does not fade when situations change. It remains steady because it is rooted in something greater than what you see. When you connect with this peace, you move through life with confidence and clarity. It becomes your foundation. You are not the same as you were when this moment began, because something within you has shifted in a lasting way. Your awareness has grown, your strength has become clearer, and your presence has become more grounded. These changes are not temporary, and they will continue to influence how you move forward. You are becoming someone who stands firm without effort, someone who remains steady even when the unseen tries to move. This is your growth, and it will continue to unfold. This change is not outside of you alone, but within you as well, shaping how you perceive and respond to everything around you. What once felt uncertain has now settled into clarity, and what once felt tense has dissolved into calm. You are standing in a place where your presence carries strength without effort. There was a moment when unseen movement tried to find a place near you, observing quietly and waiting for an opening that no longer exists. That moment has passed completely, and what once carried intention has now lost its direction. You did not fight it with force, but with awareness. And that awareness has proven stronger than anything that tried to approach. This is how your protection works, not through struggle, but through alignment with what is already guiding you. When you remain aligned, nothing can take hold. Type 1010 to claim miracles. Do not allow your thoughts to return to uncertainty, because uncertainty creates confusion where there is now clarity. Instead, remain grounded in what you feel in this moment, the calm, the steadiness, and the quiet assurance that surrounds you. These are not illusions, but signs that everything has shifted in your favor. When you trust this state, you maintain it without effort. This is how you move forward without disruption. There is a deeper layer of strength forming within you, one that goes beyond this single experience and begins to influence how you live each day. You are learning to remain steady even when something tries to disturb your peace. This steadiness is not something that fades when the moment passes, but something that becomes part of who you are. It will guide you in future situations, allowing you to respond with clarity instead of confusion. This is how you continue to grow stronger. Your home now carries a different atmosphere, one that reflects the awareness you have stepped into. It is no longer a place where tension can settle or where unseen influence can linger. Instead, it has become a space of calm, strength, and quiet protection. This shift is not temporary, and it will remain as long as you stay aligned with what you have established. You have created a boundary that cannot be easily crossed. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. There is no need to search for what was once near, because it has already been removed from your space. Looking for it will only pull your focus away from the peace that is now present. Instead, allow yourself to remain in the calm that has taken its place. This calm is not passive, but active, holding your space steady and secure. When you stay within it, nothing can disturb what has been established. The night continues, but it no longer carries the same weight or tension it once held. What could have unfolded as something shocking has been completely redirected, and the path ahead is clear. This redirection did not happen by chance, but through your awareness and your willingness to remain present. You have stepped into a moment that changed everything, even if it felt quiet and subtle. This is how transformation often begins. There may come a time when you reflect on this night and realize how important your awareness was in shaping the outcome. That realization will not bring fear, but understanding of how your presence can influence what happens around you. You will see that what seemed like a small moment carried great significance. This understanding will stay with you, guiding you in moments where awareness becomes necessary again. You are learning something that will remain with you. The presence that once observed has no place in your life now, because you have moved beyond the state where it could influence you. It has withdrawn completely, unable to remain in the environment you have created. This withdrawal is not temporary but final, because the shift within you has removed its access. You are no longer someone who can be easily unsettled by unseen influence. This is your strength. Do not let your focus drift now, because maintaining this awareness ensures that everything remains aligned. It does not require effort, only your attention and your willingness to remain calm. The more you stay in this state, the more natural it becomes. It will begin to feel like a constant presence, something that supports you without needing to be called upon. This is how you move forward with confidence. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is a deeper peace settling within you, one that goes beyond surface calm and reaches into the core of who you are. This peace is not dependent on what happens around you, and it does not fade when circumstances change. It remains steady because it is rooted in something greater than what you can see. When you connect with this peace, you move through life without fear or hesitation. It becomes your foundation. You are not the same as you were before this moment began, because something within you has shifted in a lasting way. Your awareness has expanded, your strength has become clearer, and your presence has become more grounded. These changes are not temporary, and they will continue to influence how you move forward. You are becoming someone who stands firm without effort, someone who remains steady even when the unseen tries to move. This is your growth, and it will continue to unfold. Stay within this awareness, because it will guide you beyond this night and into future moments where clarity is needed. What you have experienced is not isolated, but part of a larger journey where you continue to grow stronger and more aware. You may notice how your thoughts are no longer racing, how your breathing feels steady, and how your awareness remains clear without effort. This is not a temporary calm, but a lasting shift that has taken place within you. You are standing in a place where nothing can easily disturb what has been established. There was a moment when something tried to approach, something that observed quietly and waited for an opening that never came. That moment has now passed completely, and what once carried intention has lost its direction entirely. You did not fight it with fear or struggle, but with awareness and steadiness, and that was enough to change everything. This is how your protection works, quietly and effectively, without needing to be seen. When you remain aligned with this awareness, nothing can take hold in your space. Type 1313 to declare divine safety. Do not allow your thoughts to return to what once felt uncertain, because uncertainty no longer has a place within you. Instead, stay grounded in the calm that has been established, knowing that everything has shifted in your favor. This calm is not something you need to hold on to tightly, because it is already part of you now. When you trust it, you allow it to remain naturally and effortlessly. This is how you continue forward without disruption. There is a deeper strength forming within you, one that goes beyond this single moment and begins to influence how you move through life. You are learning to remain steady even when something tries to disturb your peace. This steadiness is not temporary, and it will not fade when circumstances change. It is becoming part of who you are, guiding you in ways that feel natural and clear. This is how you continue to grow stronger. Your home now carries a different presence, one that reflects the awareness and strength you have stepped into. It is no longer a place where tension can settle or where unseen influence can remain. Instead, it has become a space of calm, clarity, and quiet protection. This shift is not temporary, and it will remain as long as you stay aligned with what you have established. You have created a boundary that cannot be crossed. Type 1414 if you feel peace right now. There is no need to look back at what once tried to approach, because it no longer has any influence over your space. Looking back will only pull your focus away from the peace that is now present. Instead, allow yourself to remain in the calm that has taken its place. This calm is active and steady, holding everything in alignment. When you stay within it, nothing can disturb what has been secured. The night continues, but it no longer carries the weight or tension it once held. What could have unfolded as something shocking has been completely redirected, and the path ahead is clear. This redirection did not happen by chance, but through your awareness and your willingness to remain present, you have stepped into a moment that changed everything, even if it felt quiet and subtle. This is how transformation often begins. There may come a time when you reflect on this moment and realize how important your awareness was in shaping the outcome. That realization will not bring fear, but understanding of how your presence can influence what happens around you. You will see that what seemed small carried great significance. This understanding will stay with you, guiding you in future moments where awareness becomes necessary again. You are learning something that will remain with you. The presence that once observed has completely withdrawn, unable to remain in the environment you have created. It no longer carries any influence over your space or your thoughts. This withdrawal is not temporary, but final, because the shift within you has removed its access. You are no longer someone who can be easily unsettled by unseen influence. This is your strength, and it will continue to grow. Do not let your focus drift now, because maintaining this awareness ensures that everything remains aligned. It does not require effort, only your attention and your willingness to remain calm. The more you stay in this state, the more natural it becomes. It will begin to feel like a constant presence, something that supports you without needing to be called upon. This is how you move forward with confidence and peace. There is a deeper peace settling within you, one that goes beyond surface calm and reaches into the core of who you are. This peace is not dependent on what happens around you, and it does not fade when circumstances change. It remains steady because it is rooted in something greater than what you can see. When you connect with this peace, you move through life without fear or hesitation. It becomes your foundation. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not the same as you were before this moment began, because something within you has shifted in a lasting way. Your awareness has expanded, your strength has become clearer, and your presence has become more grounded. These changes are not temporary, and they will continue to influence how you move forward. You are becoming someone who stands firm without effort, someone who remains steady even when the unseen tries to move. This is your growth, and it will continue to unfold. Stay within this awareness, because it will guide you beyond this night and into future moments where clarity is needed. What you have experienced is not isolated, but part of a larger journey where you continue to grow stronger and more aware. This awareness will protect you in ways you may not always notice, but will always feel. You are being guided into a life where peace remains with you consistently. This is the path you are now walking, and it will continue with quiet strength and steady protection. The calm that now surrounds you is not something that will fade when the night passes, because it has become part of your awareness and your spirit. You are beginning to notice how your mind remains clear, even when you think about what could have happened. There is no fear rising within you, only a quiet understanding that something was shifted in your favor. This understanding is not based on what you see, but on what you feel deep within. You are standing in a place where peace is no longer fragile but firmly established. There was a moment when the unseen tried to linger, trying to measure your attention and your response. That moment has now completely dissolved, and what once carried intention has no direction left to follow. Your awareness removed the path it needed, and now it cannot return in the same way. This is the power of remaining present and grounded in truth. When you stand in that place, nothing can approach you with influence. Type 1515 to declare divine victory. Do not allow your thoughts to wander back into uncertainty, because uncertainty no longer belongs in your space. Instead, remain grounded in the clarity that has taken hold within you. This clarity is not something you need to force, because it flows naturally when you trust what you feel. When you stay connected to it, everything around you remains aligned. This is how you continue forward without disruption. There is a deeper sense of confidence forming within you, one that does not depend on what is happening around you. It is the confidence that comes from knowing you are protected, even when you cannot see the full picture. This confidence allows you to move forward without hesitation, trusting that everything is being guided. When you carry this confidence, you become steady in ways that are not easily shaken. This is the strength that will continue to grow within you. Your home has now become a place of lasting peace, a space where what does not belong cannot remain. The atmosphere has shifted completely, and what once tried to approach has no place within it. This shift did not happen by chance, but through your awareness and your willingness to stay present. You have created a space where calm and clarity exist naturally. This is the environment that will continue to surround you. Type 1616 if you feel protected right now. There is no need to look for what once tried to observe, because it has already withdrawn completely. Searching for it will only pull your focus away from the peace that is now present. Instead, allow yourself to remain in the calm that has settled within your space. This calm is not passive, but active, holding everything steady and secure. When you stay within it, nothing can disturb what has been established. The night continues to move forward, but it no longer carries the tension it once held. What could have unfolded as something shocking has been fully redirected, and the path ahead is clear. This redirection happened because you remained aware and grounded in the moment that mattered most. You have stepped into a space where peace remains intact. This is how your path is being guided. There may be a time when you reflect on this night and realize how significant your awareness was in shaping the outcome. That realization will bring understanding, not fear, showing you how your presence can influence what happens around you. You will see that what seemed like a quiet moment carried great importance. This understanding will stay with you and guide you in future situations. You are learning something that will remain with you. The presence that once tried to observe now has no connection to your space, because you have moved beyond the state where it could influence you. It has completely withdrawn, unable to remain where awareness and clarity exist. This withdrawal is not temporary, but final, because the shift within you has removed its access. You are no longer easily unsettled by what tries to approach unseen. This is your strength. Do not let your focus drift, because maintaining this awareness keeps everything aligned. It does not require effort, only your attention and your willingness to remain calm. The more you stay in this state, the more natural it becomes. It will begin to feel like a constant presence that supports you quietly. This is how you move forward with confidence and peace. There is a deeper peace settling within you, one that goes beyond surface calm and reaches into the core of who you are. This peace is not dependent on circumstances, and it does not fade when situations change. It remains steady because it is rooted in something greater than what you can see. When you connect with this peace, you move through life without fear or hesitation. It becomes your foundation. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, this password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not the same as you were before this moment began, because something within you has shifted in a lasting way. Your awareness has expanded, your strength has become clearer, and your presence has become more grounded. These changes are not temporary, and they will continue to influence how you move forward. You are becoming someone who stands firm without effort, someone who remains steady even when the unseen tries to move. This is your growth, and it will continue to unfold. The peace that now rests within you is not something that came by chance, and it is not something that will leave you when this moment passes. It has taken root deeply, becoming part of your awareness and shaping the way you move through everything around you. You can feel how your thoughts are steady, how your breathing remains calm, and how your spirit no longer reacts to what once felt unsettling. This is the result of what has shifted within you, and it is something that will continue to grow stronger. You are now standing in a place where peace is your natural state, not something you must search for. There was a presence that once tried to observe and wait, hoping for a moment when your awareness would weaken. That moment never came, because you chose to remain present and grounded when it mattered most. Now that presence has completely withdrawn, unable to remain where clarity and strength exist. It has no path back to you, and it carries no influence over your space.